by congratulating the young energetic team which has put this together, the Purn Parimati initiative, and with the inspiration of Anjaji and Pracharji. Well, the challenges of integrative education is too big, too large. And for one, there are fault lines in higher education which are very deep. Not in higher education, let me say fault lines of higher learning are very deep and paralyzing. So we have on the one side humanities, science kind of fault line, which is not very that deep, but the one between traditional and modern knowledge is very deep. And there have been for last 200-300 years minds and scholars and thinkers very well versed in traditional knowledge, and also have cultivated the Indian thinkers, the modern knowledge. But the two are, there has been very little by way of integrative effort, or effort. There has been a desire, very strong desire to integrate the two, but it has not happened. I think there is, we have to look at the depth of challenge involved in it and be aware of the depth of challenge which is involved. As Rajiv says, you can have projects which are 50 years, 100 years long. And this is one of the projects which is 100 years long. And let me use the metaphor of light which Olaji used, the darkness under the lamp. What we have seen today is much of translation of European Enlightenment into India. Like wherever there is a light of knowledge, there is always a kind of darkness under one's nose. And so if you have exposure to several knowledge, several lights, reflectivity on this darkness in the nose comes up. And that has happened in the Indian tradition. You have had many such lights of knowledge, and there has been strong discourse, reflectivity about various darknesses which different knowledge with different lights to put in. But there is a phenomena which is when one transposes light from one geography to another geography, a new kind of darkness comes in. It's captured in the table of Mullah Nasruddin when he was looking for the key of his house which he had lost in the wee hours of the day when sun had just set. Outside his village there was a light where he was searching. The passing by villagers asked, what happened? He said, I lost key of my house. Then they all began helping him to search the thing. But this, after some time, when they didn't find any key, they asked him, why don't you recreate what exactly happened? Where did you see the key? Where did you see the key last? And so that we can focus our search. He said, I lost the key on the other side of village. Then he said, why the hell are you looking here? And he said, well, there is no light on the other side, and there is light here. So there is a new kind of darkness which comes when you transpose a light from one geography to another geography. Within Europe, there is certain darkness which is like under the lamp darkness, under your nose darkness. Some portions of European past have been endarkened. But when that light is transposed, and it happens many times, Buddhism went to Far East, to Iran and Central Asia, etc. The light did transpose over geography. And or Islam, the light does get transposed over geography. In the latest is the European Enlightenment, which is got transposed. A phenomena which we see, this is a phenomena witnessed in India, also in the rest of non-European world. It's a phenomena of, unlike Enlightenment of Europe, it's a phenomena of endarkerment. There is endarkerment which has gripped. And this darkness is a dispositional darkness. It is not darkness under your nose. Dispositional is when you reposition lights, which happens. And what is going to happen as an integrated move would be to really understand and look at this phenomena of endarkerment, which we in India and the rest of the world, China and Africa, etc., has to handle in all domains of knowledge. And it's not that the enlightenment is something to be condemned or something. It's to be domesticated by the rest of the world. The European Enlightenment requires to be domesticated, and it's something which is a gift or a fruit of human endeavor. And only thing is this domestication, the impediment is the endarkerment of one's histories, of one's past, of one's knowledge or other knowledges, etc., which are in dark. So it's a big move which I think which has been started here in this school by in a way to integrate the traditional learning and the modern learning. And there have been several such moves by people to integrate the two, and but the challenge is very large, and it's a research challenge to begin with. It's a research challenge to look across these fault lines, a paralyzing kind of fault lines. One has to, and also prepare as a ground the young people. And as Rajiv said, it's a long project, and to create infrastructure for this long project. I mean, this school is one good initiative, and there are many other initiatives like Rajan Singh's initiative, where he found a traditional guru and a friend and also a worker along with him, and so which made a difference. Which made a difference in water system or water handling in those villages. So what I just wanted to stress here was to be aware that what one is working on should be with the full awareness of the reality of endarkerment, which is as big as the reality of enlightenment, European enlightenment. And it takes 100, 200, 300 years kind of time frame where shifts and sort of enrichments of knowledge happens in that scale. And that we are participating in efforts of that scale is itself very empowering. This thought itself is very empowering, and it directs, let's hope it keeps directing us in the right path, right direction.